Can't talk to my dad or anything because it's he don't have it on right now on his helmet because he's getting a new one in. How it's starting to get warmer. It was actually weird this morning. I knew it was supposed to rain, so whenever I left the house I decided just to take the highway, and I was probably not even really a minute from Crowder, and out of the middle of nowhere it just started pouring down rain and I got soaked. And I was wondering what the heck I was going to do because it felt really weird with my pants completely being soaked and everything. And I was sitting there in Crowder in the lobby just thinking and thinking and thinking. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Over the past few days in the classroom, I've left my muck boots and my Army ACU trousers in there. So I just changed into them. And then by the end of the day, they were a little bit drier, but they were still pretty wet, and I just decided to put them on anyways to get used to it, and now they're actually completely dry. This air is making my lips get chapped. I need something to drink. Like, my voice keeps getting lighter and lighter. Or higher, I guess. Higher pitch. I don't know if there's any like really wind noise during the first part of this video, but I just noticed, like, I looked down and my shield was like this much cracked open. Already got 6,000 miles on this bike. Heck, I put like ever since I've been back home, I put, I don't know, maybe like 2,000 miles on my bike, 2,500. Because I ride about I don't know, maybe 120 miles every week, I guess, like just averaging riding back and forth to school. I smell wintergreen. Okay, it's gone. I don't know. There's like a very light wintergreen smell right there. They burnt that field off, looks like. Now I feel like Hot Girl, Captain Obvious. If you've seen, like, I don't know if it was one of her recent videos or not, but my dad turned it on whenever we were sitting at home. But anybody who watched that video and seen the beginning of it will get what I mean. I like to ride in that creek. Yeah, see this back tire, it's knob, but it's like the knobs ain't like wide, like they're not really wide or anything. They're pretty narrow compared to like actual dirt bike knobbies, like I had on my dirt bike, whatever. And the spaces between them ain't as big. I'd take that truck if it was fixed up. I just did like I lifted my front wheel off the ground in 4th gear there. I think that's about the highest I've ever lifted my front off the ground. Well, besides whenever we went to Ponca. Wait, I don't know what I said.
What that kid have, a gun? Looked like he had a gun right when we got by him and dropped it on the ground, laid it down.
I don't know.
Like a rifle.
I don't know if you heard what my dad was saying or not, but he's asking if that kid on the side of the road there had a gun. He said it looked like he dropped it or something whenever we were going by. I like these dirt roads. Like them a lot. Oh, my lips are super dried out. Jeez. Lips haven't done this in a while. Third gear wheelie. That was awesome. Man, I wish I had like a CRF250L or 450R, because them things, you can be going 50 mile an hour down the road. You can be in like, this thing, like the highest wheelie it'll pop is like third gear, and that's if I'm going up a hill like I did then and just reach the incline and then pop it up just right at the right RPM. It'll do third gear, but man, them thing like 250s and 450s have insane power. Well, plus they're actual dirt bikes. Like I guarantee you a CRF230F. See, this is 230L, it's street legal, but I guarantee you a 230F trail bike. Dang it! Since it's an actual dirt bike. If you're wondering why I said dang, it's because there was a stupid fly. I think it was in my helmet. But it's an actual dirt bike, so it's got more torque, like a lot more power, so it'll be able to. So that's the thing. Now I want to ride a 230F just to see the difference in power, like dirt bike versus DualSport. And like I want to have the same. I want to use like the same gear too. The 230s now are like the size, pretty much the size of a 250. Like, see this 230 right here? This is like the same exact model and everything. Like the year that they were making the 230Fs, they looked exactly the same as this thing. Except they didn't have like the headlight, tail light, or the mirrors or anything, because it's an actual dirt bike. Well, it was a trail bike, not a race bike, but kind of lost where I was going with that. I don't know. I lost my train of thought. Sometimes I get to talking so much that I really can't keep up with myself. But yeah, I would just like to take a 230F and compare it. Oh, no, that's not what I was saying. I was saying the thing about how 230Fs have gotten taller. Like, see, the 230Fs back in this year, they were the same exact height as this 230L. But now, like, if you go to a Honda shop and you see one of the new 2015, 2016 CRF250Fs, them things are about the size of a dang 250. Like, they're like an extra. I sat on one, and they're like an extra I don't know, maybe an extra couple inches taller than this thing. Almost like a 250. There might be about an inch shorter than a 250, I'm not sure. But I think the reason why they made them taller is because you have all these bigger people, you know, that I guess want a little bit lower powered of a bike. You know, not something near as powerful as 250s, because even just a 250, them things are like pretty mean bikes. But I guess for people who want a little bit lower powered trail bike and who are bigger. Man, I went past the balance point and I hit the brake. That scared the crap out of me. That was probably one of the scariest wheelies I've ever done. That thing, I almost tipped over backwards. Like, I went straight up, like, holy crap. Now I really lost my train of thought. But, I don't know, but that's one thing I'll say is whenever you're doing a wheelie or something, and then you go that straight up, or past the balance point or whatever, that is some of the scariest stuff. I say I can do a normal wheelie and it's just fine, it feels awesome, you know, and then, but whenever you go back and you're about to fall off the dang bike, or you're about to like loop it, that crap, it'll get your adrenaline really up. One thing that got my adrenaline way up was that dang dirt bike ride. Like, my adrenaline was so high whenever I wrecked, I couldn't even feel the pain of my knee being like busted up. See, because, and that's the thing though, see, I've seen all these, you know, dirt bike videos where the people would like crash and everything, and they'll just get right up like it was nothing. Well, I see how they do it now, because they don't feel the pain because of the adrenaline, you know. You see, because I wrecked and I went completely over everything, and I wrecked and I didn't feel no pain anywhere. I was like, man, I'm like perfectly fine. It's like, how did that happen? Like, I don't have no scars or anything. And then I looked down, there was like, this probably like a couple minutes later, I looked down and there's this really big hole in my jeans, like where my knee is. But And then I see that my pants, like the outside of them, are just really, really bloody, like all bloodied up and everything. And then, so I take and I pull up my pants, and I have this hole, like this big around. Hold on, there's a little pothole here. But anyways, there's a hole like this big around, and like that deep in my knee. And it's just gushing out blood. And I'm like, how do I not feel this pain? And and it occurred to me, as like, oh, it's the adrenaline. So that's, you know, if you ever see them videos, if you've never actually crashed or anything and gotten yourself badly hurt, and you see them videos where the people crash real hard or something and they get directly up, it's because of the adrenaline. They can't feel none of the pain. I don't know if I splashed or not, but I don't think my boots are that wet. But yeah, that adrenaline, like it takes like pain away. Like, unless you're so bad, like unless you got really bad pain. Like, see, that was pretty bad, but like maybe if you break an arm or something, maybe you'll be able to feel the pain. But that's just the way it is. Oh, it's fun out because of stupid water. Looks like they're collecting rocks or something. First I thought they were mushroom hunting. And yeah, I know, kind of like Tanker Man said, that I really have problems with my throttle. You know, trouble keeping the wheel off the front front wheel off the ground. What the heck? I don't know what I said. Oh yeah, I also got a question it's by Tanker Man. Of course, he asked me like a million questions. But he asked me what kind of music do I listen to. About everything, I guess. But my main is kind of country. Newer country and older country. Like older country, you know, like Hank Williams Jr., Waylon Jennings, Johnny Cash, George Strait, you know. And then kind of mid to newer country, you know, like Luke Bryan, Josh Turner, Jason Aldean, Justin Moore, people like that. If you want to know who I listen to the most out of my country, probably Luke Bryan. My top two that I've been listening to a lot lately, especially the past few months, are Luke Bryan and Josh Turner.
The old man paid no mind to color, 'cause he knew